Hi, I'm Deborah Stefaniak, and this is a follow-up video for Twin Flame Soulmates. And I wanted to kind of follow up the last video that I did on Twin Flame Soulmates in regards to the I Am Presence. I've had some experiences with my Twin Flame, and last time on the last video we talked about the I Am Presence of your soul actually being joined with the Twin Flame Soulmate. So to review, it was the Twin Flame Soulmate. We used the Yin Yang symbol. With half of the yin yang symbol being white, half of it being black. In the black half you have a white dot, and the white half you have a black dot. When those two are pulled apart, if they're separated, you'll still retain part of the other with you wherever you go. So if one's in Germany, if one's in China, you'll still retain part of the other within you. The reason that is on a soul level. It's not a physical level. So they don't have your arm or your hand with them. They have part of your soul. And where the soul resides is on the spiritual plane. So I got this picture here of what's called the I Am Presence. And besides your physical body, which is represented here by a man and a woman that you see here, this duality, which we're coming to the end of, by the way. That's why we're in the seventh golden age. We're entering into the seventh golden age as of December 2012. So spirituality has been accelerated, and people are having more spiritual experiences, and the duality is ending. That's why more twin flames are joining. But they're joining as we get to the higher spirituality and the higher levels. So here on earth in physical embodiment, you may be a woman or a man, but around you, around your physical body, you also have a spiritual body. So here we see just some bright emanations, some auras around these two. And then we also have some streams of light going into this kind of upside down heart up here. That's where the I Am Presence joins between two opposite polarities. Now the polarities for a man and woman that are a twin flame are different than the polarities that would attract a man and woman in a physical embodiment. So a physical embodiment would have attraction maybe towards someone's ethnicity, the way they look, what they do for a living. With twin flames, your magnetic attraction and polarity will be within the soul. That's why it lasts, and that's why it's eternal. Any other attraction to someone else will be eventually discarded, because that will be only an experience for you. This is eternal. This is what goes back up to the heavens, back up into God. So when we're talking about this, and I know last time we talked about saying our prayers, and how I used to wonder if Michael could hear mine, and he did. It's because you're reaching when you even say your prayers. And prayers are telepathic, by the way. I know telepathy sounds crazy sometimes, you know, talking to somebody in your mind. But when you do say a prayer, that is what you're doing. You're sending a telepathic message to God and a request. And as Deepak Chopra used to say, sometimes our true reality is beyond a veil of disbelief. And so if you believe that God can hear your prayers, you can also believe that some other person, your twin flame, can hear your prayers as well. So why does that happen is because you're reaching up. You're reaching up through the I Am Presence. And if your other part of you, this other twin flame, is also reaching up to their I Am Presence, you will join here. Now, there's some other things that I've experienced that I thought were quite fascinating. If you've heard my reading, the psychic reading from Carol Clark from the UK, she said at one point, you know, Michael will be coming to join you. He's going to join your soul. I didn't really know exactly what to think about that. I knew that twin flames would join, you know, with the I Am Presence. I assumed it would be in the upper spheres. I didn't know exactly what to think about it. I did tease him. I thought maybe I could like keep the dishes and he could clean those or something when he came to join me. But that didn't really happen that way. So what did happen was pretty interesting to me. When he passed on, when he died, a few days after he died, I experienced all of his past lives. It was like a movie projector went off in my head, and I became the whole world, like the whole universe. It was expanded. And what I thought is he must have joined into the universal consciousness and I reviewed his past lives because he was a part of my soul. End of story. I thought that was going to be the end of it. Well, as you know, it hasn't been the end of it. And as this has continued, and I still get glimpses of his life on the other side because of our shared consciousness, just a few days ago, we also had this experience where I started to review events in my life. And make a long story short, it seems as though that part of my soul has also joined with his. So the union with twin flame soulmates will be in the upper spheres. And one of the great poets, I believe, or Plato, a philosopher, had said that, when the souls were split, when we were split into duality, male and female form, polarities of the soul, again, not of the body, but of the soul. The soul was split so it could give each other company along the way, so you could share the journey and you share your experiences. And the more this transpires, the more experiences that we have like this, it seems that's true, that you're sharing those experiences and you're sharing it in the I am. And once the soul does pass on to the other side, when that soul is joined, you kind of share those experiences. So next time you come back down to earth, you could pick up some other stuff from your twin flame, or in the best case scenario, as we're in the 7th golden age, you come back down together in one body. So those are my 2 cents for twin flames today. Thank you for joining me.